Sonic games are awesome, most of them anyway, and one of the biggest reasons they are is the boss battles. A lot of these bosses are breathtaking and can even stand as some of my favorite boss battles, period. But that's a list for another day. Today I'm going to give you my top 10 favorite Sonic boss battles. Each of these bosses are fast, epic, fun, and have some of the greatest songs in Sonic history, and those are the qualifications for these bosses. There are so many great bosses in the series, so our lists are going to be way different, so respect my opinion, yada yada yada, you know the drill at this point. Let's blast through this countdown with Sonic speed. That was so cool. Sonic Heroes is a bit of a mixed bag for me. However, I think the Egg Emperor is still a bad as hog boss battle. You're battling on the mothership of the Egg Fleet in the middle of an insane thunderstorm with thousands of cannons and robots that want you dead. Yeah, the atmosphere in this battle was pretty intense, but that's not even mentioning the actual boss, and it already sounds awesome. Basically, Eggman is in a giant rhino suit, will attack you whether you're too fast and even too slow, so you always want to be on your feet. He has a crap ton of health, but if you know what you're doing, it won't last too long. But this battle has a great amount of challenge, awesome atmosphere, put your teamwork to the test, and that rock and roll song playing in the background was awesome. This was a great boss battle to conclude each of the stories in Sonic Heroes. Each of them were the same, but Team Rose, really? You can only get so serious when a giant purple cat voiced by Duke Nukem is fighting a giant robot rhino. Just saying. Sonic's story in Sonic Adventure was everyone's favorite, at least I'm guessing, and his final boss, the Egg Viper, was a fantastic way to end it. First off, the atmosphere. You're in the heart of the final egg above a pit of never-ending heights, and it's just you and Eggman, two arch enemies going head-to-head just the way I like it. I find a weird charm with one-on-one boss battles, but that's beside the point. It also helps that you're the only one who gets to fight this boss. It kinda ruined it if everyone else got to fight this boss as well, and a lot of bosses get ruined because every other character you get to play as gets to fight it. But Sega wouldn't do something like that. Psh, they're not like that. Anyways, the boss is just like any other boss. Dodge the missiles, attack the giant talking egg. But one slip up in platforming and a little bit of cockiness and you fall to your doom. It keeps you on the edge of your seat, and as more and more platformers are destroyed, the battle gets more and more intense. As the music gets more and more epic. Speaking of the music, it's amazing. It's different than other boss themes, but it fits this boss fight so well. Also, it just shows how crazy desperate Eggman's become. He wants you dead. You've destroyed his egg carrier. You've defeated Chaos, so it looks like he has to handle this himself. And I'm sure glad he does, because it's awesome. Great atmosphere, intense music, and just a great battle overall. The Death Egg Robot in Sonic 2 is without a doubt one of the hardest bosses in Sonic history. No rings, just pure skill. I like the boss a lot, but nothing special to get to the top 10. But personally, I like the one in Sonic Generations way better. What can I say? The atmosphere is better, the boss has more attacks, you attack the boss in a new and satisfying way, and it's all so much fun. It's just the right amount of challenge, it shows just how awesome classic Sonic can really be, and that music is awesome. It starts off like the regular boss fight, but it gives a really nice twist, emphasizing on the 20th anniversary how the whole game adds twists to a bunch of different levels, which is something I like. Plus, it can show what they can really do with classic Sonic on an HD console. 3D 2D action, dodging his arm attack, and luring him into an inconveniently placed bomb so you can roll on him and smash his head in. Yeah! And as a first boss battle, second if you fought Metal Sonic first like me, they really started with a bang, and I love it. So you've made it through 13 zones, got all the Chaos Emeralds and Super Emeralds, finished fighting your way through the Death Egg, and finally saved the Master Emerald. Or so you thought. Eggman escapes one last time in a desperate attempt to keep the Master Emerald in outer space, and you chase him down as Hypersonic in one final battle, and it's freaking epic. Doomsday Zone was the first true final boss battle in any Sonic game, and I've gotta say, they did a pretty dang good job. The battle starts with you flying through a meteor storm, collecting rings to ensure that you can survive for the battle. Cause, you know, Hypersonic uses rings, yada yada yada. Once you get through, you make it to the Eggman himself, flying in his machine, shooting missiles at you. His armor is so strong that only his own missiles can actually hurt him, causing you to think in a new way to attack him, and it really shows how powerful this final boss truly is. Once you give a few missiles to the face, the machine is destroyed, or so it seems. Eggman uses his last desperate attempt to escape by trying to fly away with the Master Emerald one last time. This time you have to chase him in a high-speed fight and ram into him over and over again. He'll be shooting bombs and other various attacks at you over and over, while at the same time you have to watch out for meteors so they don't slow you down. And oh, that's right, your rings! You have to dodge meteors, bombs, keep an eye on your ring count, and keep attacking over and over and over again. Yeah, this last part is absolutely crazy, but boy is it awesome. And it all comes together with the absolutely epic music. A great way to end a fantastic game, and it truly pushes the Genesis to its limits. And I love every second of it. Dragoon, baby! While I still love the battle in Sonic Generations, opinions change, and I've gotta say that the battle in Unleashed is much better. For an Eggman boss battle, this fight is crazy. First off, the atmosphere. You've just recovered the last emerald, and you're on your way to escape the insane level that was Eggman Land. Hated that level, by the way. But Eggman comes to try and stop you one last time. You're both falling to the center of the earth. If that's not awesome, I don't know what is. Also, the dialogue in this boss battle is incredible. The voice actors absolutely nail this battle, showing you how crazy and desperate Eggman's become. He's tired of Sonic. He wants you dead, and he clearly shows that. Tons of attacks, enemies to attack you, and just look at the design of this thing. Awesome! The sheer tension between Sonic and Eggman is amazing in this boss battle, and it just really sells this battle. Sure, you're the Werehog, but the battle still plays out very well and complements the gameplay style, unlike the levels in this game. Also, that freaking music, not as good as the remix in Sonic Generations, but still intense and amazing nonetheless. Awesome boss battle, and it really shows Eggman's dark side. Awesome job, Eggman. Now do it again. Yeah, I still love the battle with Perfect Chaos in Sonic Generations, but I bet you didn't know that I liked it more than the one in Sonic Adventure. Hey, what can I say, this one felt better to me, and I liked the overall setup more. The battle has you running through a bunch of different sections in the now destroyed Station Square, and each one gives you tons of different challenges. You run across water, destroyed buildings, dodging Perfect Chaos' attacks, and just trying to keep your boost so you can even survive. The overall setup of this boss fight is so different than every other boss fight, and the creativity is just insane, and I love it. It gives you a new challenge for the boss, and the atmosphere is epic. I don't think I need to explain that part. Also, Phase 2 shows how serious Chaos is getting. The music definitely complements that too. Different platforms rise in the air, and you have to use your 3D platforming skills to land the final blow on Perfect Chaos. Whoa, wait a minute, 3D platforming in a Sonic game? Heck yeah! Awesome, epic, crazy, and the music is awesome as ever. Fantastic boss battle, and I loved it. Silver the Hedgehog! This battle is so much better than the one in Sonic 06 that it makes me so happy. I want to cry right now. Gosh, that game was terrible. I'm sorry, just so many awful memories. Anyways, this boss battle was nothing like the fight in 06, but nobody cared, me included. You're running on the streets of Crisis City with Silver throwing tons of cars and objects at you. You have to dodge to attack him. Confused? You'll need to homing attack some of the cars and objects to get to him, and he can throw them at you too, so you need to dodge to attack, and you get the point. The setup and atmosphere complement this battle nicely, and the way of attacking is different and uses a staple attack in an interesting way. But you have to be fast, because Silver's not just going to stand there and let you attack. You'll use everything to defeat you. He'll also send a trash battery ram at you and try to flat out smash you. But once he's had enough beatings, he'll use his trump card, the Meteor Smash. Now you have to run for your life, dodge Silver's psychic attacks, and land a finishing blow on Silver to an amazing finisher. That was awesome. Let's watch it again. And again. And again. And again. It's no use, Silver. How do you like being spammed over and over and over and over and over and over? Heck yeah! Metal Sonic from Sonic CD, to me, was a fantastic boss battle. First up, the build-up. Oh, that rhymed. Crap. Anyways, Metal Sonic was the sole selling point to this game. You look at the case and say, "Whoa, who's that?" Then when you see Metal Sonic steal Amy, you're like, "Wow, that guy's awesome, thanks." Nah, just kidding. You're all like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, you're gonna steal my girl? Heck no. It's time for me to beat the lookalike, and then it's on." Sorry. Then you reach the end of Stardust Speedway, gather your rings, walk through the road, and there he is, standing there, waving his finger at you just to mock you even more. Then you know it's about to go down. A race to the finish to see who really is the superior Sonic and what will determine Amy's fate. It's not exactly a battle, but more of a race to the finish. But Metal Sonic won't just let you run to her. He'll do a charging attack if you get too ahead, and an electric field if you're behind him to make sure you don't take back that lead. There are also spikes all across the racetrack, so yeah, watch out for that. And all at the same time, Eggman's following you with a laser that will kill you in one hit. Yeah, this fight's pretty serious. You're gonna have to dodge the attacks of Metal Sonic, not go too slow so that you get killed by that laser of death, and shortcuts are essential to winning this race. But once you win, you finally make it to the finish line, and Metal Sonic gets smashed in the face and falls to his robotic death. So long, Metal Sonic. I'm sure we'll never see you again. Wink, wink. Amazing boss battle, and I wonder why they don't do boss battles like this in the Sonic series anymore. It complements the Sonic series gameplay style, and it truly is an epic battle. And that music, amazing. Just amazing, like this whole boss battle. Like I said earlier, opinions change, and I actually don't like the fight between Sonic and Shadow and Sonic Generations as much anymore. The other bosses, in my opinion, are much better, but that's okay, because the battle between Sonic and Shadow and Sonic Adventure 2 is incredible! Words can't even describe how amazing these final two bosses on the list are. But let's start with this amazing boss fight. First up, the build-up. Like Metal Sonic, Shadow was the selling point of this game. You look at the box and say, "Whoa, I want to be him, I want to be him!" He looked like Sonic, but was black and red. Awesome! So he gets you arrested, joins Eggman and Ruzabat, blows up Prison Island, steals 6 of the 7 Chaos Emeralds, and does it all while impersonating Sonic as an act of revenge against humanity. Yeah, by the end of the game, you grow a sort of love-hate relationship with this guy, and when it's finally time to battle, it does not disappoint. The atmosphere is incredible. You're both on your way across a long stretch in outer space, running at the speed of sound towards the Eclipse Cannon. Sonic trying to stop it, and Shadow trying to prevent you from reaching it in order to destroy the planet. One-on-one, no holding back. Two equals fighting for the fate of the planet. All things that'll happen rest on this one battle. But the fight is what really stands out. You have to use all your abilities to attack Shadow. I say that because this boss actually learns. Once you homing attack Shadow, you can't do that again. If you try, he'll just block you. You need to use everything you've learned to bring his health to zero. Think outside the box to defeat him. It's as if you're actually fighting a human, which is a good thing, mind you. Also, you want to keep running and not get too far ahead, because you won't be able to attack him, but not get too far behind, because the ground's being destroyed as you run. You have to be precise when fighting Shadow, and once you finally win, you feel amazing. You can even fight as Shadow against Sonic if that's what you want. This battle has it all. The right amount of challenge, fantastic atmosphere, amazing build-up, and that freaking music! So you may be wondering what the heck could possibly beat that? Well, it's time to find out. Let's finish this. That's right, I lied! Silver in Sonic 06 is a phenomenal boss fight. The sheer fact that he comes out of nowhere with almost no build-up, the fact that you die on the first attempt showing that he's not messing around, and the amount of glitches in this one battle is just, no, I can't do this. This boss sucks! Worst freaking boss ever. I'm done! Forget it! Now for the real number one. It's the Nega Wisp armor from Sonic Colors. This freaking fight. I don't even know where to begin. First, atmosphere. Right, we always start with that. Before you even start the battle, you move Tails out of the way in order to prevent him from harm, so you know right from the bat that things just got serious. Sonic pushes Tails into the space elevator to get to safety. When you hit the hint thingy, Tails' voice is altered, and he can't help you. No one can help you. All the Wisp are being used as life force energy for Eggman's greatest machine, the Nega Wisp armor. It's just you and Eggman, two enemies going head to head, just the way we like it. Most Sonic games make you go super as the final epic battle, but this game doesn't need it. and that's awesome. The battle itself can be a bit challenging if you don't know what you're doing. He uses all the Wisp abilities against you. Cube, Spike, Laser, all of them. Well, not technically, but you get the point. That actually leads to some creative boss attacks and an interesting scenario. You don't have the Wisp powers, Eggman does. Also, he can combine the abilities to make the battle even more frantic. Once you dodge his attacks, you hammer him in the arms and homing attack him in the face! And all with the epic music in the background. And then, you get to the second phase. Even stronger and faster attacks, and the biggest reason people remember this battle, the beautiful music. This music is gorgeous. It's an orchestra arrangement of the main theme of this game, Reach for the Stars, and oh my gosh, it's beautiful is the only word I can really use to give this song justice. As you keep attacking him, you rescue more and more of the Wisp, and once you finally get them all, you use the unlimited color. All the Wisps combine into one big circle, hop in, and use the final color blaster to lay the finishing blow. And wow, what a battle that was. Sure, it may not be the longest or even the hardest, but it's without a doubt the most fun I've ever had in a boss battle. Great build up, awesome atmosphere, an interesting battle, and some of the best music not just in the series, but in video games, period. I believe that this is the greatest Sonic boss battle in the entire series. And that does it for my top 10 favorite Sonic boss battles. Thanks for being patient for this one, guys. Schoolwork and all that stuff happening at once. So, it kinda was late, but that turned out pretty freaking awesome. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more top 10s and 5s. Uploads may be a bit longer in between now, but the quality will not go down from here on out. That's a fact. Thanks for watching, and stay awesome, guys. Stay freaking awesome.